There is no accident that you're here. Whenever you engage and you click on one of these videos, pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention if it was curiosity, upliftment, or some nudge from the body, or if it's the habit. Because if it's the habit, then you know that it's good to look at what that is. Because all habits that have turned into a habit sometimes needs to be revisited. And that can happen in certain situations. To just look at the habits and go, okay, what habits are working here and what habits are not working here? And really just look at the truth. It's not about pretending that you're more better than, like it's just lay all of those egocentric stuff aside and just look at the facts. Okay, what is working and what is not working? If you are doing something repeatedly and that it is, some things just needs to get done, that we get. Some things just needs to, like the dishes are not gonna clean themselves, like it's stuff like that. So of course certain habits are good to have to maintain a healthy managing of the body. That one is quite obvious. It's like, yeah, if you don't clean your plates, eventually, it's just gonna go downhill at some point. So the same way with those simple things, we need to have healthy habits for just energetic habits, so that we maintain healthy harmony inside. Not just with what we're doing, but that is part of it. It's like everything matters. We need to take care of the whole. We can't just look at parts. It's the same as the doctors and all of that. They usually have a specialist in different parts, so that you can't go to one guy that knows it all. You have to sort of go, oh no, he knows the ear and he knows the mouth and he knows and it's like, that is not helpful unless you want to further separate your consciousness. Because the flesh is the separation. We're looking at it with the manifested reality as separate. That's what we're doing here. This whole game is a projection. It doesn't mean that it's not real for the body. It's not real for the soul, but it's real for the body. So there's no point arguing there. It's about, we get that we have to work in harmony here, pretty much, right? We know the game. So you mean I'm not my body? That's right. You are not your body. You are here as a soul, as a spark of light, operating the body. And you are very clever at reading energy and translating energy into things. That's why you're here. You are a magnificent creator. You came here to create. You came here to create. But in order to create properly, you have to, it's not enough to know that we were manipulated growing up and stuff like that, and things have happened and sort of perpetuated as if it's it can't be fixed or something. Because it absolutely can be fixed. but it just works differently than what most people think. It is your focus that dictates. You have to know about human energy and how everything works. Because once you know about human energy, how your own system works, and how you actually can maneuver this world using your frequency receptors and sensitivity to feeling, and make sense of it logically. That's the correct way around. And that is what is so screwed with when it comes to the sexes, man, woman, feminine, masculine, still. And we have to get that the only reason why a man would sort of follow the feminine is because a man represents the knower and the soul, and the woman represents the earth and the ground. But then that's been sort of screwed with a little bit. So now in many people's consciousness, people are there's been a lot that is still going on with this masculine feminine. And so what we have to get really clear, whether you're a man or a woman, in order to actually harmonize in the we call it the holistic perspective, but simply is when you're not projecting anything. You're not projecting that this person equals that, or you're not projecting something on this over here, because that's creating duality. And we're not talking about duality in the form of like these physical matters now, because they are like it's beyond right now, in the beginning. Because we have to start in kindergarten first before we can graduate to sort of like levitate and do like these kind of miraculous things. We have to get the basics. And we have to be able to know how to create energy spaces within ourselves. And know how to maintain these beautiful energetic spaces. That is your frequency. And that is why very many, this wave, there's a big wave, and they keep building this wave of ascension. It is happening all over the planet, that people are remembering who they are. They're waking up from like, oh yeah, I'm just doing like, what? And then waking up to truly realize that you are here. It's time to get to work now. But for that, you have to harmonize on the inside. If you have distorted perceptions, you're not going to fully see on the outside the truth. If you are confused about it, you can, if you look at it in the right way, so that you know how to course correct. Because then your consciousness literally changes when you course correct. This is what we're experiencing with all of these Heya sessions. They are literally us channeling, getting back into the right frame of mind continuously to bring ease to the body, which in then manifests something that we desire on the outside. And sometimes there are things that you need to feel through before you can get to that next level. And that's why the feeler is important. The feeler is what many beings actually mean when they say feminine, and sometimes they mean something else. It's important that we distinguish between the distorted, the left side feminine, right side masculine, more as the distorted parts from the caregivers and lineage and all of that we're working through. So it's more about that. But inside of a human being, they're just two polar opposites that we're here to harmonize. But in the correct way, so that it stays, by looking at reality correctly. There are many beings that are still not looking at reality correctly. Once you do, and you train to look at it like that, you are not going to see anything else other than miracles happening all around you. This is ascension. This is Gaia's system with humans. This is the whole purpose of us being here, is to ascend into higher frequencies. There's a lot of beeping in the air. There's a lot of adjustments. Frequency is something that grows with the right focus. If you want to experience one of these Heya sessions, they are actually guiding people back into that congruency. And then we have deeper study if you want to rewire your brain more permanently and do daily practices. This is what is needed. We are seeing incredible benefits by doing this, and we are sort of like the guinea pig of this program, because it's the guides, they are assisting with whatever is needed to course correct, and then which leads to, and it's like it's a peeling off continuously, but it's not like waiting for something to happen on the outside. No, it's us knowing how to walk, knowing how to move forward where we're going. And then whatever is coming up are lessons from Gaia that we need to overcome as humans in order to operate these bodies better. That is part of the ascension journey. Both are in harmony. If you wish to be in balance between these two, which is the whole point. Because once you get those in balance more than 80% of the time, you are starting to experience miracles. And miracles are simply just, they are states of frequency that can be maintained by focus. You have to focus. Of course you have to focus. Don't focus on that crap. Focus on the feeling and the momentum that you have gained with feeling. That's what we're going to guide everyone in these here live sessions. Alright. Take care. Let us know what you feel, and we'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.